Good to see you. Good to be with you today. Today's dialogue involves our philosopher, Sophia, and our evangelist, Evan. And Sophia begins with a question for Evan. And her question is, Evan, do people sometimes ask you how you can be certain about God and how we can really know about these things? I've got my philosophical answer, but what do you say? Nevin replied, well, I haven't heard your philosophical answer in a while. Please refresh my mind. And then we can see how mine might fit or not quite fit with yours. And Sophia said, well, what I say is that you can't reason your way into a proof for the existence of God, because every attempted proof either assumes too much or proves too little. But for reasoning to function well, you need insightful intuition as a foundation. And that comes in the spiritual experience of faith. But it takes courage, as Aristotle pointed out, because as current skeptics would say, we can always explain that away in terms of biology and psychology. And Evan said, well, that is philosophical, and most of the people that I speak with would have some difficulty understanding all that. But the difficulties are real, and I perhaps go at them in a more personal and holistic way. And what I say, first of all, sometimes people do call into question my credentials as a spiritual teacher. There are lots of people out there who claim that mantle, and they have different attitudes in doing so and teach different things. And what I say is that if we teach in spirit and in truth, then the spirit within you will resonate, will respond. And by that fruit, you will know. And I also find people who are worried and who want assurance of their secure standing in the spiritual family of God. And to them I say something like this: if you receive God as your Father, then you are His son or His daughter, as the case may be. Would your heavenly parent, merciful and loving, hold you dangling in suspense, wondering whether you are safe and secure in the everlasting arms? No. If you receive the gift of being accepted as a child of God, you're born again. If you're born again, you have the power to overcome doubt. And that victory is your faith. Think of what was said by the prophet Isaiah in chapter 32. when he talked about the Spirit being poured out from on high, such that righteousness acquires a new meaning. The heart of righteousness is to do the will of God. And righteousness, says Isaiah, comes to mean the result of it and the effect of it is peace. And that peace is quietness and assurance. You are beyond turmoil, beyond anxious worry as regards your status as an infinitely loved child of God. And Sophia said, "Thanks, Evan. I think we all need to hear preaching like that from time to time." And regarding the overlap and difference with what I teach my students in philosophy, I would simply say that I think that what you've said fits as one example of how people develop their experiential intuition on the basis of which they can cope in the spiritual domain and discern truth and progress and have all that adventure that you speak about more freely than I do in class. Thanks, Evan. Good day.